How much money do I need in life? How much money do you really need to be happy and fulfilled? This is a question that plagues many people. The answer, of course, is different for everyone. But there are some general things to remember when figuring out how much cash you'll need to get by. Hello everyone, welcome to Finance Wisdom. If you're new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how much money do I need in life. First, what factors do you need to consider when calculating how much money you will need in life? Number 1, your current lifestyle. This includes things like your housing situation, whether you have debt, and what your regular expenses are. If you're used to living a certain way, it will be challenging and potentially expensive to make significant changes later. Number 2, your plans. What do you want to do with your life? Do you plan on traveling, starting a family, or retiring early? All of these things will have an impact on how much money you'll need. Number 3, your retirement plans. Even if you're not planning on retiring anytime soon, it's still essential to think about how much money you'll need in retirement. This includes figuring out how much you'll need to cover basic expenses and whether you want to leave anything behind for your heirs. Lastly, your risk tolerance. Are you comfortable with taking risks when it comes to your finances? If not, you may not want to plan on having a more significant nest egg, so you don't have to worry about market fluctuations. Once you've considered all of these factors, you can start to get a better idea of how much money you'll need. Of course, this is just a starting point. Your actual needs may be different, but it's an excellent way to understand what you should be saving for. If you're still not sure of the answer to the question of how much money do I need in life, there are plenty of online calculators that can help. Just enter your information and goals, and they'll estimate how much cash you'll need to sock away. Second, consider your basic needs. Food, shelter, and clothing are necessities. But beyond that, you'll need to consider other things like transportation, healthcare, and entertainment. Everyone's needs are different, so it's essential to sit down and think about what you need to live comfortably. Once you've considered your basic needs, it's time to consider your wants. For example, you might want a bigger home, a more excellent car, or designer clothes. You don't necessarily need these things, but they would make your life a lot easier or more enjoyable. Again, everyone's wants are different, so it's essential to consider what would make you happy. Now that you know your needs and wants, it's time to start thinking about money. How much do you need to live comfortably? How much can you realistically save each month? And how much do you want to have in the bank for a rainy day? These are all critical questions to ask yourself when figuring out how much money you need. So, how much do you need to live comfortably? This is a difficult question since it depends on your lifestyle and where you live. In general, most people need between $1,500 and $2,000 per month to cover their basic needs. If you want a few luxuries thrown in, you'll likely need closer to $3,000 per month. Of course, these are just general estimates. Your actual needs may be higher or lower depending on your situation. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. How much can you realistically save each month? This is another difficult question, as it depends on your income and expenses. If you're able to live relatively cheaply and don't have a lot of debt, you may be able to save a significant amount each month. On the other hand, if you have a lot of bills and expenses, your savings may be more limited. Most people can save between 10 and 20% of their monthly income. Again, though, this will vary depending on your circumstances. How much do you want to have in the bank for a rainy day? This is entirely up to you. Some people like to keep a few $1,000s in savings just in case, while others are comfortable with less. Having some money is essential, so you're not entirely financially dependent on your job. But how much you want to keep is ultimately up to you. No matter how much money you need or want in life, it's essential to start saving now. The sooner you start, the better off you'll be down the road. So start setting aside some money each month and you'll be on your way to a bright financial future. What are some tips for increasing your savings rate? There are a few things you can do to try increase your savings rate. First, ensure you're automatically transferring a fixed percentage of your income into monthly savings. This will help ensure you're saving money instead of just spending it. Second, try to cut back on your expenses so that you have more money to save each month. These may require lifestyle changes, but it will be worth it in the long run. Third, consider investing some of your money so that it can grow over time. This can be a great way to reach your financial goals more quickly. Just be sure to invest in something you're comfortable with and understand well. Fourth, make sure you have a clear goal in mind for your savings. This will help you stay motivated and on track. Fifth, start saving now. The sooner you start, the better off you'll be down the road. So don't wait. Begin setting aside money each month and you'll be well on your way to a bright financial future. Saving money can be difficult, but starting early and having a clear goal is essential. By following these tips, you can increase your chances of success and reach your financial goals more quickly. So don't wait, begin saving now, and you'll be glad you did later down the road. What are some common mistakes people make when trying to save money? One of the most common mistakes people make when trying to save money is not setting a clear goal. Without a specific goal, it's easy to lose motivation and give up on saving altogether. Make sure you know exactly why you're trying to save money and what you want to use it for. This will help keep you focused and on track. Another common mistake is not budgeting correctly. It will be challenging to save effectively if you don't know how much money you have coming in and going out each month. Make sure you sit down and create a budget that works for you. This will help you make the most of your income and reach your financial goals more quickly. Finally, some people try to save money by cutting back on essential expenses like food and shelter. While it's important to be mindful of your spending, this isn't the best way to save money in the long run. You'll likely just end up feeling stressed and deprived, which isn't sustainable or enjoyable. Instead, focus on finding ways to reduce your non-essential expenses so that you can still enjoy your life while saving money. How can you make your money last throughout your lifetime? There are a few things that you can do to make your money last throughout your lifetime. One is to make sure that you're saving regularly. This will help you ensure you have a nest egg to fall back on when needed. Another thing that you can do is to invest your money wisely. This means putting your money into assets that will grow over time, such as stocks, real estate, or mutual funds. By investing your money, you can help it grow so that it will last longer. Finally, you can make sure that you're living within your means. This means not spending more than you earn and not raising much debt. If you can do this, you'll be in a much better position to make your money last throughout your lifetime. The bottom line is that there is no right or wrong answer when it comes to the question of how much money do I need in life. It all depends on your situation, so take some time to consider your needs and wants and then start saving accordingly. You'll be on your way to a comfortable and happy life with some planning and discipline. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye.